Hello everyone and welcome back, and welcome if you're new here. So today we are going to find out what you can expect in the month of November. Today we have feathers for you to choose from, so whichever feather caught your eye first, that is the message for you. You can of course watch more than one because sometimes the messages do connect. So we have, for group 1, we have, I believe, the pheasant feather. For group 2, we have the swan feather. And for group 3, we have the raven or crow feather. I always forget which one is which. I know one is bigger than the other, but... And these feathers I found on the ground, so no animals were injured while taking these feathers. And don't forget that I do personal readings, which you can find in my Ko-fi page. The link will be down in the description box below. You can also leave a tip there if you want to support me and give back to this channel. You can also become a member. You can shop from my Ko-fi shop there. So yeah, all the links and everything will be down in the description box below. So once you have chosen your feather, just go to the timestamps and click on whichever group you chose. Or you can just listen to the entire thing while you're working or something. So I'll see you in your reading. Hello there to my pheasants. So let us see what you can expect in the month of November. Okay, so first, the healing cards. I wanted to know what you should be working on during this new month. And for you guys got procrastination. So it seems like spirit or the universe has big plans for you, but you seem to delay them. And maybe even some of you may be frustrated that things aren't going the way you want them to, but that is because of your procrastination. And sometimes that procrastination might stem from burnout or from some deeper seated issues, but a lot of the times it can also just be doubts, right? You're procrastinating because you have doubts that whatever you need to do, that you may ruin it or not be good at it, or maybe there's just a lot of work to do and you feel overwhelmed by it. But something you can do, which is better than doing nothing and procrastinating, is working on one thing at a time, or one, not just task. For example, when I participate in paintables, like drawing challenges, the instructor, he doesn't just show us the entire process from sketch to finish all in one day. He'll basically divide the tasks so it's easier for everyone to focus on one thing at a time each day. So for example, day 1 is just sketching. Just sketching and maybe cleaning up the lines, right? So it can be a clean sketch. And then day 2 will be just the basic coloring. And then maybe day 3 will be the shadows and highlights. And then day 4 will be, so basically you have these little tasks each day that eventually you end up doing the entire thing, right? Because it's better to at least do little by little each day than it is to just do nothing. Even when I create my photo manipulations, before, when I wasn't that skilled at it, I would make like 4 or 5 artworks in like one day. But now, not only do I take my time, But even if I don't feel like creating the entire piece or working on it, I'll at least cut out the photos that I want to use and then save it in Photoshop all in one layer. So at least I have everything cut up and ready. And then maybe a day or two later, I'll go in and arrange where I want everything, right? So take it one thing at a time, work on it, whether that's cleaning your house or the garage because it's full of junk, whether that's tackling a project for school or for work, just at least do the preparations so that when you do have um, the motivation to work on it, you don't have to spend the time preparing because you already prepared everything. Now it's just waiting for you to start working on it. Okay, so I know procrastination can really suck. I faced it a lot in my life as well. I would have like months of not being able to do any art because of procrastination. But I force myself now to at least do a little bit. And sometimes you'll find that once you start, it's so much easier to keep going because the starting was like the worst part of it. Okay, so be kind to yourself and just throughout November try to work on your procrastination and set little daily goals and maybe even have like a reward at the end of the day because you did at least some of the work. Okay, so what else can you expect? You can expect joy, and November for you guys could feel more lighthearted, or maybe this is something you also have to work on to be more lighthearted, to not take yourself too seriously, to find joy in the little things, right? Because now everything is slowly going to sleep, right? Dying off. And it's a great time to go for walks, go, especially since the sun isn't too hot now, at least for the northern hemisphere of the equator, you'll find that it's a lot more refreshing, taking those walks, going on long hikes, even having like a picnic in a forest or, near a body of water or something, and even creating food that is seasonal, right? Mixing up all those different colors of vegetables and or meats or whatever. So November could be a lot more light-hearted for you. And you got the green man. So there could be abundance for some of you that comes in November. This could also mean connecting to, wildlife, nature, and things like that. And you'll find a lot more abundance in your life when you stop taking yourself and life too seriously. Think about it when you were a child, when you were more carefree, things just easily manifested for you then. Maybe you got the gifts you wanted or um, an outcome you wanted, that you wanted something to happen at school and it did, right? Because you were so carefree, you were full of imagination and lightheartedness, and that's what you need as an adult as well in order to get that abundance. So you got the new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So this isn't a full moon, right? Because you're not going to get the ultimate reward, but you could see some rewards, especially when you stop procrastinating. You could start seeing little rewards coming your way because of the actual work you're starting to do. And that hard work is paying off. The little rewards is also what the green man is saying with the abundance, right? So some abundance is coming your way. Remember who you are. Culture, resilience, beliefs. So this could be a message for you saying, remember who you are, as in be authentic in who you are and do what you're naturally gifted or skilled at, because there you'll find the most abundance. We aren't born with these passions for no reason. We're born with these passions because we're meant to do them. Because there's something about those gifts that could change our world, that could better our world. Each of us are gifted in different things. Think about the fact that some people can easily work as doctors, seeing blood, seeing death, seeing people that come in a variety of different ways, right? Especially when they're injured and stuff. Some people are mutilated. Some people have their head blown out, right? And these doctors, policemen, they see all these things. And yeah, it can be hard in the beginning, but they tend to have the stomach for it, right? While other people, just like the smallest slight of blood and they faint, right? So everyone is born with some sort of skill, talent, or adaptive type of abilities for different situations. Not everyone can work in a sewer. Not everyone can work as a trash person, right? Some people, just the smell of it, they would just keep puking, while others, they have a stronger stomach for it. That's the beauty of our creation. We all have these different abilities, strengths, and weaknesses. And that's why we need to put ourselves in the positions of what we are the best at doing. Even if there is a learning curve to it, there's something about it that you gravitate to, that calls to you, and that's why you need to do it, right? So be authentic. Remember who you are. So let's see what your tarot says. Wow, that flew out. Okay. So you guys, maybe the reason why you're procrastinating is because there are a lot of options presented to you. Like, you're not presented to you, but you're basically, you don't know what path to choose. Maybe you're all over the place, and that keeps you stagnant and unable to proceed because you don't know in what direction you need to go, right? You're too ingrained in your own stubborn ways, and you don't know how to choose the right path, and that's why you keep, like, there's this internal struggle, there's this internal fight because of the unknown, because you don't know what to choose. Maybe you like all these different options, but you can't put all your energy into them because you overwhelm yourself, you get burnt out, and you put yourself in all these different tasks, but then nothing comes from it because you're not putting your 100% in each one. You're just putting a small percentage, and that's why there's nothing there. But you need to reflect. You need to go inside, okay? Go inside, and with this Remember Who You Are card, it's telling you to not just go within, but to see what calls to you, what um, what comes naturally to you. What do you gravitate to the most? If this is um, a hobby, or let's say a job you want to do, What could you see yourself doing every single day without getting bored from it, without getting frustrated with it, without wasting too much time on it, right? So you need time to go deeper, to truly reflect and maybe even do research. You know, try to find out whatever this is, just try to go deeper into it, into each thing to see the behind the scenes of it, right? The logistics of it, the different angles, the different options and things like that, and see what resonates with you the most. You need to use your intuition in order to allow yourself to move towards what it is you want. Because you may have all these different options. Let's say you have 5 different options for whatever this is, right? Whether it's 5 different jobs that accept you and want you, whether it's 5 different schools that accept you and want you, whether it's hobbies or a business you want to start up, right? Whatever it is, use your intuition, that inner knowing. What are you truly passionate about? What would you love to do every single day that you would be happy waking up to, right? If this is relationship related, and let's say you have a few different options, don't think about who you could live with, okay? Because maybe you could easily be happy and live with all these different options, right? But think about who could you not live without? If this person walked away, what kind of loss would you feel? Would there just be an inconvenience, or would there be total devastation of this was my person, right? And why do you love them? Do you love them just for the things they do for you, or for the person who they truly are? Real love doesn't equate to what someone can do for you. It's about loving them as the person they are. When they're doing something for themselves and you just love them just for what they even can do for themselves, for what skills they have, things that don't include you. Because if you just love someone for what they do with you or to you or whatever, or for you, then that is not love. You just love basically the benefits. You don't love that person, right? So go deeper into whatever this situation is. November is telling you that there is something that you are too stubborn and ingrained in your own ways. And that's why there's a battle. There's this internal battle within you because of the unknown. But you need to use your intuition, your inner knowing, okay? And you need to research deeper into this. Okay, underneath the deck, you have the Magician card, meaning that you have all you need. Or maybe in November, you will have all you need in order to choose the right path, or to choose the right choice, or make the right decision. Okay, you have or will have everything you need. But you just need to quiet down your mind and go deeper. Choose for yourself. Don't allow other people. You can ask, let's say, other people's opinions to see maybe the pros and cons of something that you may not have thought of yourself, but don't allow someone else to guide you into what you should already know for yourself. And I think you already do know the answer of what it is you want, but maybe you just need the reassurance, okay? But you need to have more trust in yourself. That inner knowing will tell you what it is you want. You don't need someone else's approval for them to let you know you should do this and this. Because if that thing doesn't work out, you're going to blame them. You're going to resent them. You need to choose for yourself. And if you do make the wrong choice, don't think of it as a huge mistake. Think of it as a learning experience. Because then you'll know, okay, this isn't for me. Let me shift gears and do this. Or maybe just regroup and try to go at it from a different angle. So November for you is going to be about learning, about learning to follow tasks little by little. You'll get the rewards from it. You'll get some abundance from it, but you need to be more lighthearted. You need to stop taking yourself too seriously. You need to follow your intuition. Remember who you are. Okay, so you got the wish card. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. So it's possible that in November, some of your wishes may come true, right? It all depends on you, on how much you work on yourself, how willing you are to learn from your mistakes, to humble yourself, to not get your not allow your pride and ego to get in your way from achieving your dreams. Okay, and even if, let's say, even if there is a lot of things you're putting your energy into, try to narrow it down for at least one or two things which can propel you further into your career or business or school, whatever it is. And then once you get, like, for example, if you're doing something online, right? Once you get that traction of, followers and engagement and everything, then slowly you can start to implement other hobbies or, things. You don't have to go at it all at once with all these different things, okay? Just do little by little every single day and you'll get there eventually. So group 1, that is all I have for you. Remember that you can support me on my Ko-fi page if you have the means to, if you want this channel, to continue growing and stuff. All the links are in the description box below. I also do personal readings if you're interested and want more insight into your November, or if you have a situation that you need clarity or guidance on, or if you generally just want to know what you should know, at this current time, or what you should focus on and things like that. I'd be happy to help you. So I'll see you guys next time. Hello group 2 and welcome to your reading for all you swans out there. So let's see what you should work on in November. Phoenix rising. So there is a change coming to you in November with the number 32 here. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 usually is always some sort of change. Something that is growing, bubbling, something that is coming up to the surface. For some it could be uncomfortable, right? Because there could be lies or secrets that come up to the surface, which is good despite that it may shatter illusions, right? But the truth is better. And if you were the one keeping the secrets, then know that karma always gets you. Maybe not right away, but eventually it does. That's why you need to be authentic all the time, to yourself and with others. For others, this could be a rising of an opportunity, right? This could be like your moment to shine. What else did we get? You got strega, which in Italian is witch. So this could be a sort of rising of that authenticity. Because the natural born witch is always authentic. She doesn't need to remind others what she is. People just know because she lives her truth. She's bold, she's daring. She lives life to the beat of her own drum. She doesn't follow others. She doesn't follow other people's spirituality or anything. She does what feels and is right for her, what her intuition tells her she should do. Right? She's always connected with the divine. You've got truth. Wow. So for some of you, like, this group is all about authenticity and truth. And this could also be with this rising card. With this rising card, this could be that rising of the witch within you, even if you're a guy here, okay? This could be the rising of authenticity. And you don't have to be an actual witch. It's just a metaphor here in the sense of being truly connected with who you are, right? Maybe that's the thing that's rising inside of you. Maybe you're fed up with this fake world, the pretenses, the ego, the narcissism, and all this crap, and you want something more of quality, more natural, more raw. So this is something that is coming up in November for you. The truth, living your own truth, and not a version of truth, but your most authentic self. You got the maiden. So this is a fresh start. The maiden, despite how, that she's young and fresh and pure, and the fact that, you got truth, purity, connecting with one's own divine purity, with one's own, truth and integrity. Nothing will come out of this situation. So if there is something that you have been going through at this current time, maybe there was some drama, maybe that's why the truth is coming out. This is like saying this was petty to even be included in. Right? It was maybe dramatic, some sort of pettiness, then nothing will come out of it. There's no benefit for you within that pettiness, within the toxicity, or within the ego, or whatever it is. You need to bring love into the situation. So this is something. How interesting. So you got the full moon, far away moon here, right? It's really far away. And then you got the new moon in Aquarius. So with this full moon and this darkness here, it's saying that nothing good comes out of this drama or this situation that you may be going through currently, right? But with the beginning, if you just put more love into the situation, things will work out differently. Things will benefit you more. And I'm not saying that if someone, let's say, is abusing you, that you need to just bring love into situations. Like, no, you need to bring love sometimes to yourself. Okay, you need to find worth in yourself, to escape if you need to call for help if you need to. It doesn't always, bringing love into a situation doesn't always mean giving to others. It could mean about giving to yourself. Be an open channel. Mediumship, ancestors, and spirits. So there is something greater here that is calling out to you. Something greater than this pettiness that you may have integrated into. November for you guys is all about this sort of cleansing period and reconnecting with your divine self, reminding yourself of the truth of what you want in your life, because there was a time you had that vision of what it is you wanted and somehow you got distracted, right? This physical world brings along a lot of shiny things that that makes you look away and distract yourself from what it is you truly want. And what you truly want doesn't come in the form of possessions, of material things. It comes in the sense of freedom. What does freedom mean to you? What kind of a life can you live that allows you to feel that? Whether that's financial freedom and maybe even doing something you love to do, right? Because freedom doesn't just mean being unchained. Freedom can be working on things that you're so passionate about, and in that moment you feel the most free. Freedom can mean taking the time to go out on runs, right? Because for some people, running brings that sense of freedom. For some people, it's maybe long road trips, right? Just seeing new places and just eating at different restaurants that aren't always local, and just, that sense of freedom that you can move around. And for others, it could be meditation and the freedom of the mind that you get within that space of full clarity, of not being chained by this physical world where you have to think about bills and taxes and all these things. But in that moment of meditation, you finally get that serene sense of tranquility, right? So freedom will be different for everyone. But one thing that connects everyone's freedom is living in truth, in integrity, being authentic with yourself and with other people. Keep getting the two of wands, two of cups. With the temperance again, two. Okay, so group 2, my fellow swans, you need to choose a path, okay? Because there are two paths presented to you at this current time. One path is to follow the mainstream, right? The way how things are, to be included in society, to be included in that flow of money and whatever it is. But then you are being pretentious. You're lying to yourself. You're pretending to be someone you aren't. And I see that in a lot of YouTubers, the way they speak, even though I don't know them, even though I don't know them personally or their speech pattern, how they would naturally speak, I could tell that they're putting on a persona. And then I get this icky feeling where I have to turn off the video. I can't watch the video when someone is pretending to be something they're not. Whether they are shouting just to get your attention. I don't mean shouting as in like being angry. But you know when they start the video and they're all hyper and everything, that makes me feel very anxious and I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. The same way when I see some tarot readers where they put on this persona of being this, I don't know, some type of character. And it makes me feel, that icky sense, like, why can't you just be you? It's like, you don't have to put this fake persona on just to, make these videos or whatever. Just be you and the right people will come to you. So you need to choose what you want to do. But I can guarantee you that there will be a lot more benefits for you when you're more authentic. Sure, it may be a lot sometimes harder or sometimes slower to find your success. But when you do find it, it's going to be more authentic and you'll be able to hold on to it for a lot longer than the people that are pretending to be something they're not. Because even though they may get their rewards really quick, people eventually get bored of that persona and they start to drift away. So, and of course, they're spending their money, right, and everything, but eventually they lose what they have, or they see that it's not for them anymore, and then they shift gears and do something else, and they focus on another type of subject matter or whatever, right? But being truthful and choosing what you truly are passionate about, what you truly want to do, being that open channel to the divine and allowing it to work through you, right? Bringing love into the situation. It creates a gateway for better opportunities, for more stable opportunities, because the divine sees you more. You become a beacon because you've chosen to be truth. No matter how ugly sometimes truth can be, accepting it as it is is rewarding in a sense. Just look at these people that claim to be spiritual, where they're constantly happy, right? Because they ignore and bury down all the negatives, whether it's about themselves or in their life, right? They buried it down, ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist, and they only focus on love, on light, on all these things. Eventually, these people are they're going to break down because they're not accepting authentic feelings as they come. They just bury it and put a smile on their face. And all of that is going to come up to the surface. It's going to bubble up and they might explode on someone that, that didn't deserve it. You keep getting these dualities, these, two of wands, two of cups, temperance with also these two type of cups and the balance here. And there is this seven of swords with some deceit going on. This could be deceiving yourself or possibly other people, which you need to work on. For some, it could be that someone is deceiving you and that the truth will come out in November. Okay? But there is a sense of sailing to more calmer seas. There is movement here. Okay, November is all about movement, shifting, change, right? But at the bottom of the deck, you got the Death card, which is about the ending of something and the beginning of something new, right? Which is interesting because you got the Maiden card here, and the Maiden represents something new. Right, so because the Maiden represents something new and you got the Death card, it means that something new is coming into your life because all of these other things are exploding up, right? The truth is coming out. You're becoming more authentic. There is, with the Temperance here, there is a balance. Some sort of balance of, maybe your inner and outer world because you choose truth. Okay? So you guys got retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in the eucalyptus trees, berries, and wattle. So there is this sense of not exactly retreating, but being in a specific moment. right? It says spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in the eucalyptus trees, berries, and water. So it's about this beautiful moment of just being present where you are, like right in this current moment, right? That also can be a retreat. Retreat doesn't always have to mean going somewhere, spending time somewhere else, going on vacation, or going on an actual physical retreat. It could just be a moment in time where you just take a few deep breaths and just being present in that moment. How are you feeling? What is your mind saying in that moment without thinking yourself, but just allowing yourself to feel your own presence, to feel the moment in time. That can be a retreat for your mind. Okay? So your November sounds interesting, and there are things that you need to be prepared for, things that will come up. But remember that all of it is necessary in order for you to move on to better pastures, right? So just be an open channel. Just allow things to come in and deal with them as they come. Okay, don't overwhelm yourself or fear change or anything like that. Change has to occur in order for things to shake up a little and to make us grow. That is all I have for you. Please consider supporting my channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, and also if you have the means, check out my Ko-fi page. You can leave a tip there. It all goes back into the channel and my art. You could shop in my Ko-fi shop. You can get a personal intuitive tarot reading. So whether there's a situation you're going through that you need help on, whether you want to know a more personalized in-depth insight of what your November will look like, or maybe you just want to know what you currently personally need to know at this current time, what you need to focus on. I would love to help you with that. And you could also join the memberships and get monthly perks while supporting me in the meantime. So it's all up to you, and I will see you guys next time. Hello to my ravens or crows. So, what you need to work on in the month of November. Victim consciousness. So again, there are a lot of people out there that have that sort of mentality, and that is something that you guys should be working on if you haven't already done so, or maybe there are still lingering aspects of that victim consciousness. So that is something that November is calling for you to work on. You got synergy here with growth. So maybe the work that you do on that state of mind will end up giving you more opportunities or allowing things to grow into your life. You got mother here. With the synergy card and the growth, it could mean that some of you may be giving birth or conceiving in November. It could also mean, with the victim consciousness card, that some of you may have gotten that victim consciousness due to maybe a crappy relationship with your mom. Maybe you were abandoned, maybe you were belittled, or maybe you had the type of parent that raised you to be seen, not heard, right? So you didn't have a voice, and that's why you think less of yourself now because of that shitty relationship. And even if, let's say, you have a better relationship with your mom now, the side effects are still there because of what she might have done before, mentally or physically or energetically, whatever, emotionally. So that's something that you guys need to work on. Show the world the real you. So it could be that because of that victim consciousness, you guys are hiding a lot, hiding who you truly are, hiding your gifts and talents that the world could benefit from, and maybe even hiding your true voice. right? Maybe there are things that, there could be wisdom that you have within yourself that could benefit the world if you shared it, but it's like you hold back. It's like it's hard for you to use your voice. Maybe you have low self-esteem or suffer with confidence issues, right? That's actually one of the reasons, a big reason why I started doing these pick-a-card readings, is because of a type of abuse I went through as a kid that shut down my voice, not physically, but there are times that when I should be using my voice that I just can't. Like there's a like an energetic blockage there, and I wanted to heal myself, and I loved doing tarot and helping people, so I sort of infused the two, despite how much it scared me, and despite how many times, especially in the very first video, which I don't believe I have on my channel, because I think I changed channels or something, but in the very first video when I tried to do, I couldn't even press the record button. It's like I set everything up, and now when, I should just press record and start talking, I couldn't. I had my finger on the record button for so long, just waiting, and then I thought, okay, I just get it over with, right? I pressed record, and I recorded like a small hey or hello or something, and then I pressed record again to stop it. I felt so insecure and small, and my confidence was low, and I could barely use my voice in the video. Like to this day I still have some issues with vocalizing things that I need to and making these videos, but my confidence did grow. So basically this channel wasn't just to help other people, but in some ways to also heal myself from a blockage that I have because of abuse. So know that if that is something that you are struggling with, you are not alone in that. And if you need more help or guidance, please feel free to, to book a tarot reading so I could help you if you need it. And if you want to become a member of my Ko-fi, members get guidance whenever they need it through direct messaging and stuff. So if you need to vent to someone and just break down and talk to someone, you could always message me for that. There are a lot of perks that the memberships on my Ko-fi provide. It's not just, things you get, like a free reading every month and discounts and things like that, but just general help that, if you feel like you can't talk to anyone, I can always be there. And I mean, not right away, because of course time zones exist and we all have our own lives and stuff, but whenever I see a new message, I'll always reply to it, right? So if you do need that type of help, consider becoming a member. Or if you just need a simple tarot reading, consider commissioning me. So you also have hold your vision. So this is saying during the month of November, don't give up on what it is you want for your life or for yourself or for your job, for your relationships, whatever it is, okay? Don't give up. Okay, hold that vision. Maybe you just distracted yourself with negative thinking. Maybe maybe you have been going about it the wrong way because you weren't taught the right way of how to do something. But it's okay, right? You're still learning. No matter how old you are, you're still learning every single day. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we know everything. We're still learning. You gotta move your body, which is perfect. And I'll tell you why. Anyone that struggles with anxiety and depression, okay, can benefit greatly from moving their body. Whether that is going for long walks, especially in nature, whether that is dancing, whether that is just being silly and wrestling around with, your dog or a friend or whatever it is. Moving your body is great, okay? Kids don't have, like, maybe now they do because of society, but generally kids don't have depression. They don't have anxiety. Sure, they're sometimes scared of something or a little anxious of something, but they don't have the type of anxiety or depression that adults do. Why? Because they're always on the run. They're always moving, running, playing, jumping around, right? Their heart pumps and courses all that blood through their system. They get those, what are they, like endorphins or adrenaline or whatever it is. And because of that movement, they don't feel low. They're always on high. Okay? So that is why, even when you're an adult, which sucks that, in school we at least had like gym class or, you ran around at recess. But as adults, we don't have that anymore. It's like we suddenly slow down and barely move. And that's why we get all these different side effects mentally, physically, because we're barely moving. So you need to take time in your day, or at least every other day, whatever, throughout the week, whenever you can, to move your body. Dance around. Even if it's in your room, whatever, blast some music, dance. Even if you're feeling low, okay, force yourself to move. It doesn't have to be some amazing professional K-pop choreographed dance. Just jump up and down, sway your arms, do something silly, whatever it is, and it will make you feel better. So November is calling you to move your body, to be more active, to get up and, you know, shift that consciousness. Okay? I want you to see the difference. Look at the difference in energy, in color, in vibrancy between these two images. Okay, this is your mind currently, that victim consciousness. It's that why me type of state of mind, right? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I have this? Why are these other people Instagram getting everything that I want for myself and I can't have it? I want to do this and this, but I lack in this resource, so I can't do it. That's what happens to me sometimes, right? I want to do something artistic and I have half the supplies, so I can't do it. What now? Well, I start feeling shitty, right? That's that cycle. But then if you shift your focus and maybe say, okay, what can I do with the things I have now? Right? How can I enjoy this moment? I'm feeling shitty right now. How about I go for a walk? How about I sit down in that beautiful forest or near that beautiful lake or stream and just write or just sketch something, right? Just be in that moment and I'll take my MP3 player or my phone, whatever you have, and I'll listen to some music while I do this, right? Isn't that a lot more vibrant and better than why me? I don't have this. Why? This is the shift, right? If you look at this hold your vision card, you see that half moon, okay? One side is dark, one side is bright, okay? You need to shift your focus and attention to the better side, okay? So instead of asking why, how about you ask what if? What if I went on that walk, you know? What if, and just go and do it. So let's see what your tarot says. You guys got a lot of amazing cards here. A lot. So, in November, there is going to be some sort of victory for you. Okay? It's possible that due to this growth, there will be a lot more options available to you because now you're starting to process life through that other state of mind, right? That other what if and not why, right? And because of that, you could either find your tribe, right? Better friends, or maybe your friendships will form and bond better because maybe people weren't feeling you because of that victim consciousness, right? Because no one wants to be around someone that is always negative, that always looking down at life, that always, you know, complaining about something, right? So it's possible that your friendships start to bond in a more healthier and better way because you're letting go of that negativity, okay? And because of that, you could find that you're more creative, that it's as if that darkness was clouding your creativity, right? New and fresh ideas, passions, inspiration, motivation. It's as if all that darkness was clouding that. And once you let go of that darkness and those negative thoughts and negative self-talk and things like that, suddenly it's like you cleared everything out, and now you're starting to see the opportunities around you all the time, right? There's a lot of growth here. Look at this. You got synergy, right? You got the King of Wands with so much passion and creativity here, right? Acting on your passions, allowing your dreams not just to be dreams, but now you're manifesting them into being. And then you got the King of Pentacles, right? Look at that castle behind this dude. Look at the big eagle he has here, right? There's abundance here. And underneath the deck, you got the Ten of Cups. This is like a permanent set of happiness, a permanent type of abundance, right? It's not just some little reward here and there. Okay, this is not someone just giving you a Snickers bar. This is about getting the whole damn meal. Okay? So there's a lot of abundance in November, but it does take a bit of work from you to meet it halfway by healing and letting go of that negativity, of that cloud around you. Wow, you got the surprises card. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So it's possible that the growth that you guys get is something that you didn't even expect. Maybe from the healing that you do, or just the shift in perception and perspective on life, on, anything in general, that shift could easily suddenly change what's happening around you. It's like you end up shifting a timeline of sorts, where no more do you get this why mentality with the darkness and the lack and the desperation, but suddenly it's like you're moving up, right? Look at this Seven of Cups here, right? He's in this air balloon, right? He's moving up. Look at all these options he has around, right? So it's like things are suddenly improving, right? Because how you see things is how you experience them. So by shifting mentality, you start to experience life differently. Okay? So group 3, that is all I have for you guys today. Remember to support my channel. If you like this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. All those 3 things, especially all together, help my channel greatly. You could also, if you do have the means, you could support me on my Ko-fi page. all of it goes back into my art and my channel. So whether that is leaving a tip, joining the memberships, purchasing something from my Ko-fi shop, or getting a personal intuitive tarot reading, whatever it is you need, it's there, okay? So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.